Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're cracking open a report from Keros Therapeutics. It's not exactly a superhero comic, but for those watching the world of medicine, it might have some interesting plot twists. Fifth, before we jump in, if you're into getting clear explanations of corporate filings, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. Come join. This report is an 8K or current report filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Companies use these to announce major events that could be important to investors. This one's about their financial results for the first quarter of 2025. So let's see what the numbers tell us. First up, the date. This report was filed on May 6, 2025. That means the information inside is relatively fresh. It gives us a snapshot of how the company was doing at the end of March 2025. Keros Therapeutics is a public company and its stock trades under the ticker symbol KROS on the Nasdaq stock market. This means anyone can buy or sell shares in the company. Also on the stock market are the preferred share purchase rights. The main reason for this report is to announce Keros Therapeutics' financial results for the first quarter, which ended March 31, 2025. They put out a press release about it, and that press release is included as an exhibit, like an attachment to this report. Let's dive into that press release and pull out some key details. The press release is where we will find most of the interesting information from the filing. Unfortunately, the press release is not part of the document, so let's use our imagination to examine Keros Therapeutics' performance as if it were here. Let's suppose the press release said the company's revenue grew 10% compared to the same quarter last year, and a 10% increase is solid but not spectacular. It suggests the company is growing but not at an explosive rate. To see if this is good performance, we might want to compare it to its competitors or to the average growth rate in the biotech industry. Now, let's imagine their research and development expenses, which is a common one in the biotech world, increased by 20%. These could mean they're investing heavily in new drugs or technologies, which is good for the long term, but it could also mean they're burning through cash quickly. Investors will want to see that these investments are paying off. Let's say Keros Therapeutics reported a net loss, even with the revenue growth. This is not uncommon for biotech companies, especially those that are still in the research and development phase. However, investors will want to know how long the company can sustain these losses before it needs to raise more money. Finally, the report is signed by Jasbir Seera, the Chief Executive Officer of Keros Therapeutics. This means he is responsible for the accuracy of the information in the report. Now, let's step back and think about what all this might mean for Keros Therapeutics. Remember, this is just based on our imagination, since we don't have the actual press release. If the company is growing its revenue but still losing money, it needs to focus on becoming more efficient or finding ways to accelerate revenue growth. The increased spending on research and development could be a good sign, but the company needs to manage its cash carefully. It might need to raise more money in the future, which could dilute the value of existing shares. Overall, Keros Therapeutics seems to be a company with potential, but it also faces some challenges. Investors will want to keep a close eye on its financial performance and its progress in developing new drugs. To wrap things up, this 8K report gives us a glimpse into Keros Therapeutics' financial health. While we had to imagine the specifics, the key is to look at revenue growth, research and development spending, and net income to get a sense of the company's direction. Alright, that's our breakdown of Keros Therapeutics' recent filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.